4x4 burger with fries and everything. He finished it, and then Mikey's like, I'm still hungry. So they leave and they go to Taco de Mexico in Oxnard. It's like a really popular spot to go get burritos. Big ass fucking burrito, killed that too. So that was a reason I used to give him his cheat meal. Mikey had like a whole fucking cheat day that day with the fucking In-N-Out. Then he goes and kills a whole burrito. And this is when Mikey was fighting at 130. He was small and skinny, so he's small and skinny, but he could fucking eat.
So Mikey's always eating like this then?
Always.
So this is no surprise.
No, when you say he ordered 3 plates, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, I mean, it was funny because he and I and Fatima, we went out probably, maybe like 3 weeks ago. And he got 2 burritos, but he was swearing, no, the second one, it was on accident. I didn't mean to order it.
Yeah, right.
He ate it, no problem though.
Sure.
Me and Fatima were like, yeah, right, you're lying.
Over there in Oxnard, like all the people that are gonna watch this and they're from Oxnard know Taco de Mexico. Everyone, burritos in Oxnard, you go to Taco de Mexico, and they're these big ass burritos. That Mikey killed it, and a 4x4 from In-N-Out.
So that's when you guys had a Riza working your game.
Yeah, he used to let Mikey do a cheat meal on Sundays, but Mikey used to take advantage and fucking pig out.
He took like 3 cheat meals in one. Yeah. Man, oh man. So right now at RGB, you guys have you guys have your prospects, you guys have your champions. What are the fight dates that we have to look forward to from you guys?
Next week, we've had the past couple weeks off, which has been weird. The next week we have Brandon. Thank you.
Brandon Rios.
I'm sorry?
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Did I say thank you in? I think I said that. Okay.
We have, next Friday, we have Aaron Morales fighting in Oklahoma. Me and my dad will be going to that. The next day, we drive from Oklahoma to Kansas for Brandon's fight, Brandon Rios. That same Saturday, Louis fights here in Arizona. His first A-round fight. He's fighting against Oscar Valdez's nephew or cousin or something like that.
No way.
Yeah, Tomas Valdez. I forget the name. Main event, 8-rounder. My grandpa's going with Chepe and my grandpa, Chepe, and Louis' dad. Mikey's going?
Well, that's what Mikey said right now.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know Mikey was going. And they're going to that. Then we don't. Oh, then the following week, I just found out like yesterday. Joseph Adorno. I still have to send him all his gear. He's fighting November 24th in Puerto Rico. And then Carlos Licona fighting for the world title on the Wilder Ortiz card. Bam is also on the card.
And who's Bam?
Jesse Rodriguez.
Jesse Rodriguez, and this is the younger brother of Joshua
Franco. Yeah,
okay,
and then he fights he's another 8-rounder on the undercard of Wilder Ortiz. Then the following week, Hector Tanajara and Jonathan Navarro in Indio, both 10-round fights, tough fights for both of them. They're already taking those next steps. And then Virgil fights the week after in New York at the.
And that is Virgil Ortiz. So these are all like your guys.
That's what we have lined up. That's what we have lined up. That's what we have lined up right now. And then we have the big fights that they're not signed. They're not. So I can't like say, oh, okay, these guys. But Mikey, Josito, and Abner all 3 have big fights coming up. That from the reports and stuff that I've seen, they got really big fights coming up early next year. So ending the year, we're just ending it with nothing but the prospects. All the prospects have fights, and Licona fighting for a world title. But early next year is when we have all the big the bigger names fighting.
Can I ask you, what does it feel like being like part of like a gym, like being an actual coach to a gym that's referred to as like the gym? It's
like I don't ever sit back and think about it. Like it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just what it is. Like it's just normal. Like it's normal to us. I've grown around it, boxing and Fernando Vargas and my dad fighting, and then seeing Brandon, world champ, Nonito, all these guys. It's just, I don't know, it's normal to us, to me at least. I don't know, like it's me, my dad, and Chepe and my grandpa at the gym. I don't know, maybe Chepe feels a little bit different because he's not like
because you were literally raised in it. Yeah,
I was raised in it, so
it's your blood.
It's normal to us, like being at fights, and that's why like me, I never get nervous when we have big fights. I'm never nervous in the corner. No, it's just what we do. I don't know. It's normal to me. Like I think it's badass. I think
it's crazy.
It's sick that,
yeah.
My dad and my grandpa Mikey have been able to build it to what it is. Started with my grandpa, then my dad. But to me, it's just normal. It's just
because it's
my
funny.
job. That's it.
Yeah, because it's funny. Like right now, I want to be like, well, there's this, but I realize pretty much every person that we mention at your gym is like everyone's more or less like Well, they are. It's not more or less. It's simple. They're elite fighters.
Yeah, they're there for a reason.
You are breeding champions.
We have a lot of guys that that hit us up about like, how do I get there? How do I train? And we even had like recently an amateur guy from San Diego. He came to the gym and wanted to sign up for the classes, for the afternoon classes, and he was driving every day from San Diego. He was driving every day from San Diego, which is at least an hour and a half drive to do the afternoon classes. He works during the day, right? So our classes are from 8 to 9:30 p.m. the last class, because the kids class is the first one from 6 to 7:30 or 8ish. The second class, and for the adult, the kids class is completely full. I don't accept any more people in there because it's full. We got like 18 kids, and you know. So the second class is nothing but adults, and this guy from San Diego came and you know, he signed up, he started training, and he told me he's like I want to turn pro though, but he has no amateur fights, no nothing. And I told him, I was like, it's not that simple. Like I can't just be like, oh yeah, you know, you're into pro. He's like, what if I go to Mexico and I do a couple fights? What do you say? He's like, I've gotten offers to, because he spars like professionals and stuff in San Diego. He's like, I've gotten offers to go fight in Mexico. And he's like, if I do a couple fights like professionally, then could you guys train me like with the pros and stuff like that? I was like, no. I was like, it's not that simple. Like we can't just say, yeah, oh yeah, come in. I was like, you don't have any amateur. I told him it was a bad idea. I was like, don't even do that. I was like, you don't have any amateur fights. You don't have, and he wasn't like this guy that was just like, oh yeah, just natural, just no. I was like, no, you still have a lot to learn. You still have, like, don't turn pro. Do some amateur fights first. No, and he had it in his head that he wanted to turn pro. But I told him, I was like, look. I was like, we have the wall, obviously, of the world champs. At the gym, we have the guys, the world champs, but then we have the pictures of all the prospects. I was like, you look at every single one of those prospects, they're all national champs. They're all amateur world champs. They're all, and if they weren't, they were competing in amateur since they were 8 years old. I was like, these guys are all legit. Like, we don't, like, it's, you know, they already earned their
basically
way.
You guys are like it's like a university, a UCLA.
Yeah,
you know, Harvard.
Yeah,
it's like
that's what it is. It sounds like oh, like cocky and
no,
like,
it doesn't.
But it's just the way it is. My dad has so many talented prospects, world champs, and this and that. He can't be taking time away from those guys from those guys to help people just to do it. Like, no, like these guys are, you know. My dad's already like at another level where he picks and chooses who he wants to train. And then on top of it, boxing's like it's a sport. Like I remember my dad told, he had to tell a lot of people this, like when they wanted to turn pro and stuff like that, and they're just not good enough. The way I see it is, in other sports, like if you're not good at soccer, if you're not good at basketball, if you're not good at baseball or something like that, the worst thing that happens is you go sit on the bench and somebody else plays for you, or you just don't make the team. In high school, if you try out for the soccer team, you try out for the football team, for the basketball team and stuff, and you're not good, you don't make the team, or you just sit on the bench. In boxing, if you're not good, you're gonna get hurt. But it's punches taken to the head. So the guys that aren't good and you see that they're not gonna have a future in this, you have to tell them, because if not, they're gonna get hurt. It's not like any other sport. So if you're not good, we have to tell you, like, no, this is not for you. Don't do this, because you know you're gonna end up getting hurt. So it's different, and it sucks telling people that, like oh no, you should, like, no, like you have to stop. But my dad always says it's better to hurt them outside of the ring than to get them hurt inside the ring.
Yeah, that's kind of a sick philosophy, actually.
And it makes sense. Like it's true. Like I said, soccer, if you're not good, you're just not gonna make the team, or you're gonna sit on the bench. Or even if you play and you're not good, what's the worst that can happen? They're gonna score a goal on you or something like that. But in boxing, if you're not good, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get punched in the head. You could get seriously damaged. So it's better to tell them.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then with you, what I found out earlier is you and Chepe, the other coach.
Yeah.
You guys, in your guys' classes that you teach, and then these are just fun classes. You guys are having fun with people just coming in who aren't necessarily saying, hey, I want to be a professional boxer, but I like this. I'm having fun with it. Yeah. And you guys are actually going as far as stepping in the ring with them. Yeah.
That's something we've done. We used to, Chepe, I don't know if you know, Chepe used to train. Well, we used to train Chepe when he was younger. He used to go to the gym in Oxnard, and it was me, Donald, Art, Bocinas, my cousin, Pelos and Gordo. We were all trainers, like at different times, but at the gym. And Chepe in the summers he went to school in Mexico. In the summers he lived in Oxnard with his mom. So he'd come out here with her, and he would train at the gym. And Chepe saw us do this, where the trainers, it was always me, Art, my cousins Pelos and Gordo. We used to spar the adults in the classes, because a lot of these guys, they're a lot older and they're already strong. If we put them to spar each other, they don't know what they're doing. They could really hurt each other, and we don't want them to do that.
Yeah.
So us, we would go in there and we let like I've never gone in there and beat the guy up and like or you know. I go in there and I let them hit me. I move my head. I'm blocking it. Like they're hitting me, but they're really hitting like gloves and just to get them tired. We get them tired and they get the best workout out of it. And we do hit them just so they can move their head and just so they can at least practice it actually like in the way you have to do it, like actually fighting, so they can practice. So me and Chepe this past week we sparred like I don't know how many rounds, like a bunch of rounds with a bunch of the adults.
So your endurance is actually pretty good.
I run every day. I work out.
I know, it's so funny when you're like, sorry, I was running.
Yeah, I work out. Yeah. When was it? Like Wednesday or something?
Yeah. Oh, I was running. I was like,
right now I haven't been able to. I got shin splints. It just sucks. It's the worst.
How do you get shin splints?
I guess running on concrete and the shoes I wear.
No.
I run every day on concrete. So. And then the shoes I wear, so shin splints. Even when I walk, like I don't know if you see me, when I get out of the car, like I have to like step real light on my right foot. If I put all the weight on the right foot, it hurts like a motherfucker right now. So yeah. But
how many miles can you go right now?
Fuck, I don't know. Right now, not a lot because of my leg. But
my bad.
Even with the shin splints, I try to run. Like once I warm up, like I don't feel it. I don't get tired. Like my air is good. I could run, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 miles, and my air will feel good. But my leg starts to hurt and stuff, so
I know.
That's usually what it is. So it's not my conditioning is good. Even sparring, dude. These guys, the guy that went today, Jose. I did 2 rounds with him, and he was dead tired. I did 2 with him. I did 2 with another guy. And I did like 6 rounds in one day, and I came out not even breathing hard, and because I mean I don't know, I wasn't tired. My endurance is actually good.
Yeah, no, mine sucks.
And Chepe did 2 rounds. Yeah, I'm sure you got tired within like 1 or 2 rounds. Yeah, Chepe did 2 rounds with one of the other. There's like 2 brothers that go Brazilian. They're Brazilians. I sparred with one, Chepe sparred with the other, and Chepe came out like good. They are dead tired. That's why we do it because it gets them real tired.
Well, I wonder if too, like obviously doing the mitts for you, Chepe, and your dad.
It's kind of a workout.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of dude. You're taking hits.
Yeah, it's a workout.
And you have to move around.
It is a workout in itself too. So
for sure,
we're always doing something. Yeah.